What's going on, everybody? It's Tristan, and today in this video we back and we are here to discuss how you guys can cop the 2021 dunk pack, also known as the UCLA dunks, the Hyper Cobalt dunks, and the UNLV dunks. As you guys know, all three of these dunks are dropping through a draw all on the same day, and we're going to be discussing how you guys could successfully get them off Snkrs and other platforms, since they're dropping at not just Snkrs but some other places also. I wish I could have made this video a little earlier, but the EU drop and US drop for this one was pretty spaced out, so it just wouldn't have made sense to me. So I hope you guys will enjoy. You want more content like this, feel free to go ahead, subscribe below, and also drop a like. Goal for this video, since it's just a how-to cop, let's go for 200 likes. I'd appreciate it if you could hit that goal. And yeah, that's really everything I gotta say, so just stay tuned in the video to learn how to get these, and also join my Discord down below. It's free if you want to join that, and a lot of helpful info on there that's actually, you can just check out. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys know, I did hit you all with the quick little intro right there, but I'm here with the screen recording, ready to discuss how to cop these shoes. But if you want to give my IGs a follow down below, both of them are in the description, and I'd appreciate the follow there if you want to go check me out. But that's all I gotta say there. I'm not going to discuss this for too long. So all three of these dunks, the women's Dunk Low Coast, the men's Dunk Low Hyper Cobalt, and the men's Dunk Low Medium Gray or UNLV colorway, are all dropping on the same day, all for a retail of $100 on February 18th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, the basics of this shoe again, and how you will be able to cop this shoe again, it is not dropping in the normal, like, 2-3, where you have like 2-3 minutes to go and enter and you have to check out really quick. This one, each shoe is going to have 10 minutes where you will have to enter on each one. So each one will have a little draw counting down for 10 minutes, kind of how the Unions, the Off New Year's were, and that one was a very good drop for me. I had great success in that, so I'm very excited seeing all three of these kind of having that draw method to them, but it doesn't deny the fact that these are still going to be hard to get. So we'll kind of go over the details of each one and kind of get into it. So this one right here, this is the only one that is not dropping in grade school sizes, any other sizes. It's just in the women's sizing, so basically up to a size 12 in women's for this Dunk Low Coast, which limits it to a size 10.5 in men's. That's the biggest size that somebody could possibly fit for this shoe. So sorry to my boys that wear a size 11 or 11.5. This shoe is not going to have any of your size, which is unfortunate. But again, kind of going into the details of this one, this is definitely the one that's going to resell for the highest amount, since there's the least amount of pairs definitely dropping on this one. It's women's sizing only. I mean, there's just a lot of specific details, and it's probably, honest answer, the best looking one between the Hyper Cobalt and UNLV. It probably is, better looking, I would say, to most people. Kind of got good, got the summer theme and colorways to it, so it's definitely a little bit of a summer hold too for maybe a couple months. Again, dunks are kind of not like on a upward trend, I would say, in terms of hype. So these ones might be a little bit of a hold, but I'm just saying it'd probably only be a couple months and a little short one for maybe a $50 to $100 profit, I'd say. I couldn't really predict it right now, it's a little early, but I'm telling you it is a hold. So the women's Dunk Low Coast, kind of those UCLA colorways, pretty cool, I'd say. I'm a big fan of them. Hyper Cobalt, also kind of really nice with those colorways. I think they did a great selection again with choosing the colors for these dunks, and this one is a very good one, and I really like how they did it. And overall, kind of like that royal colorway with the black. It just always, that combo is always a really good one, and I'm glad that they were able to put this one on a dunk. And it seems like this one, I also like the little orange swoosh on the inside. For some reason, I think that fits. Some of you all may be like, oh, I don't know if that fits, but oddly enough, I think the orange, blue, and black, I think it all fits together decently well. So big fan of this one, and I like the Hyper Cobalts. And finally, after the Hyper Cobalts, the next one that is also dropping, you will have 10 minutes to enter for all three of these. Once again, same drop method for all of them. The UNLV dunks, the medium grays, these ones and the Hyper Cobalt ones are going to be dropping in sizes, grade school sizes, preschool sizes, and toddler sizes. So you'll just to kind of know that, you see they got the big kids sizes, so they're going to have some grade school ones dropping for these. They're going to have the little kids ones, so kind of those preschool ones, and then also toddler sizes dropping. And same thing for the Hyper Cobalts, exact same thing. They got some of those grade school, preschool, and toddler, but if you go down and look for the UCLA ones, they only got the women's sizing ones. So that's why these ones are going to resell for the most. Least amount of sizes are out for this one. So hopefully that kind of makes sense to you all. So aside from that, I definitely think you could go for the grade school sizes on the Hyper Cobalt and on the medium grade dunks, the UNLVs. I definitely think those are good choices to go for. Holding grade school sizes and dunks is never a bad idea. And I especially think holding like a 7Y would be perfect, especially into the summer of some hyper cobalts or maybe the UNLVs. These ones I don't think are particularly that good of a hold, but the hyper cobalts are kind of nice looking. I really like them. I'm a big fan of them, so I would go for these ones maybe. Definitely the adult sizes. All of them maybe just flip off the bat if you just need the money, but definitely worth investing in. So aside from the drop dates, all the basic details of them, how they look, let's kind of get into resale. So looking into resale right now, if you look at the Dunk Low Coast, you can see that they're reselling kind of right now for $370 to $400, which I mean that is a high price, and I'm glad that to see them doing so well in the market right now. You go look, it's more or less now kind of like $320, $350 if you go look at these sales amongst some of just the sizes all around. So $320, $350 right now. I think once they drop, I'm thinking they're going to resell probably around $280 to $320. That's my personal estimation, and I think then over time into the summer they could head towards $400, maybe $450, and then they'll probably drop back down again once a dunk hype starts to die a little bit, probably towards the end of this year. That's my opinion at least. So seeing these, I think they're a good pair of dunks. Maybe the dunk hype is here to stay for longer than we know, but that's my resale estimation for this one right here. And for the hyper cobalts, my dunk resale estimation for this one right here, you can kind of see this one's reselling kind of for that $270, $300 range, right around there. If you go look at the sizes, maybe more towards $250 to like $300. So kind of looking at that, I think once all the pairs drop, I think they'll probably be reselling right around $220 to $270. That's my resale estimation there. That's what I'm thinking they'll be going for. It is kind of a big range, but depending on what size you get, you'll get more or less money. Probably like a size 10 would probably be selling more towards $230, $220, and a size maybe 11.5 or like a base size like a size 7 or 8, those ones might be going for more towards $300. So that's what I think those ones will be reselling for. Definitely a lot of money and good profit behind them, and a very good looking pair of shoes. Huge fan of these actually. Not even like a huge dunk fanatic, but these ones are super dope. And finally, the UNLV ones. These ones are going for like I think was $170 to $200, or it's right around $200, $190, $200. I mean, you can go look at the sales. Yeah, it's pretty much around $180 to like $210 right now on the UNLV dunk. So I'm thinking once all the pairs drop, I don't think this one's a hold. I think it'll probably be right around $170 to probably $210, right around the same it is right now. I don't think it'll drop much more. I just think it'll probably stay around the same price. So the UNLV ones are not really too crazy about these ones. I think they're all right, but yeah, definitely going to resell still. So that's my resale estimation for the UNLV, Hyper Cobalts, and the UCLA Coast Dunks. So aside from that, let's kind of get into discussing how you guys would cop all these releases off Snkrs right now. So let's kind of get into it. So I actually want to say, if you guys don't know how to cop off Snkrs already, I want to link this video down below for you all. I always shout out this video pretty much with any how to cop. It's my Snkrs how to cop guide. It breaks down how you guys can make multiple Snkrs accounts and successfully enter in drawings, or enter and check out with multiple accounts for the same shoe and actually get them shipped to the same address. So I basically show you how to kind of jig Snkrs or hack it a little bit for a manual user to get more success on it. So you can go check out that video down below if you're kind of confused and don't know how to use Snkrs. But if you have any questions about how to cop off Snkrs, you can ask them in the comments of this video that I'm linking down below, or this video right here that I'm making right now. Go ahead and comment any questions you have about Snkrs. I also have this notepad also right here that kind of explains, but this notepad right here kind of explains how to make multiple Snkrs accounts, and it really breaks it down for you all, how you need multiple payment methods, how you may need proxies if you're running multiple accounts on a computer, kind of a known fact, and then some other things like altering the name, different email, altering the address. I explained it all in that video, so I'm not going to break it down here, but if you want to learn how to cop off Snkrs, or you're confused about it, you can ask them the questions of this video or in the comments of the one that I'm going to link right here. So aside from that, that's how you guys would kind of cop off Snkrs right there. That's kind of the basic guide to it, but I also want to give it huge, I don't know why I keep mispronouncing my words. This is actually kind of annoying me right now. I don't know what's going on, but I want to give it huge I literally stutter and mess up a word after going on a rant about it. But I want to give a huge shout out to my boys at Secret Sauce right here. These guys can help you cop a release just like this one. As you guys know, these guys be running bots, and they also have a Discord group chat. That's kind of what they are. That provides insider info slots, early links, and also monitors for their members, so they can cop releases just like this one that are also dropping on places aside from Snkrs. As you guys know, these are dropping on a couple foot sites. Some of these dunks, mainly the Coast one, that's kind of has our attention. So going back to Secret Sauce, they are a $60 monthly fee, but it's 100% worth it, because that insider info lets you know about drops beforehand, and like those early links can help you cop off those sites that are hard for manual users to usually get because they're usually too heavily botted. But if it's a site that's like good for manual users, they'll have the early links for it, so you can actually cop those harder releases off those sites that usually are harder for manual users because they're links. And then also, again, those monitors can also help you pick up and add to cart for certain releases. And those monitors, again, they basically can allow you to just like add a certain release straight to your cart, so you have to check out you can check check out really quickly. So that's another dope feature they have, and also the slots that they have in their Discord. This is the main thing I wanted to discuss that would help you cop a release like this one. They provide tickets for their members in the Discord. Once you got into the Discord, what they would do is, let's say there was a certain shoe you know they were going to be running tickets for, then you would just send them a message and be like, yo, could I run a ticket or get a ticket for this release? And if they're like, yeah, you can run a ticket for this release, and you get a chance to run one with them, then basically they would send a Google form, and then you would just drop your payment and shipping info in it, and then they would put it in their bots and cop releases for you. And it's really dope, and no extra fees, no nothing, so you don't have to worry about like any info going missing or nothing, any payment information getting stolen. It's perfectly safe, do not worry. I've done this multiple times. I can vouch for you guys on this, and it's perfectly safe, and these guys are dope. So if you're looking to cop more releases that are harder to get, kind of like this one that I'm discussing in the video, then be sure you guys check out Secret Sauce down below, and yeah, go join their group chat. If you want to get in, just send them a message being like, yo, Tristan sent me, how can I get into the group chat? And just send them a message on Twitter. That's the main thing. So if you do that, then you might get in, and I just want to kind of point that out. So huge shout out to my boys at Secret Sauce again. They could help you cop releases just like this one. They had some tickets going for this one, these dunks, which is pretty dope, so shout out to them for that. But aside from that, I want to discuss some of the raffles kind of for the Dunk Low Coast and these other dunks right here. So as you all know, the Dunk Low Coast and most of these places raffles already happened kind of earlier because all these shoes really dropped earlier in the EU, mainly the Coast and UNLV one. I don't think the Hyper COBALT did, and that's why the Hyper COBALT, if you go look, I'm going to link all these raffle links down below for all three of these places, and I'm going to link the Sneaker News article down below because it shows that the Dunk Low Coast is also dropping on Finish Line and JD Sports at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on February 18th. So you want to also be on Finish Line and JD Sports. They'll be dropping pairs of the Dunk Low Coast, but I'll link all these raffle sneakers articles down below for the Coast, Hyper COBALT, and also for the UNLV, so you guys can kind of go check them and see if they happen to drop any new raffles. The only one, again, that has raffles right now that are current and going on is the Hyper COBALT, and the UNLV and the Coast one might have a couple raffles that will update in the near future or pop up again for like the US specifically, maybe some skate shots, but I don't see anything like that going on right now. It seems like most of these pairs are going to be dropping exclusively through a draw on Snkrs, and there is maybe a couple raffles going on, so I'll link all three of these articles down below. Again, Hyper COBALT's the only one with like a few raffles actually. So aside from that, that's all the info on how you guys can cop this 2021 dunk pack, how you can cop all three of these dunks, the full breakdown, how you cop them off Snkrs. Again, I got the video down below if you need to kind of figure out how to do that, and you can ask any questions here if you're confused, and I'll answer them for you guys. So that's how you would cop them, date their drop-in time. Again, 10 minutes to enter in each one since it will be a draw, and yes, you can enter an adult and kid sizes at the same time. Do not worry about that, but that's all I gotta say. I'm ending the screen recording right there, and yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Let's roll the outro. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you all do want more content just like this, how to cop, again, any questions, you can ask them down below. I want to point that out real quick, but be sure you guys also subscribe and drop a like down below. I'd really appreciate that. Again, the goal for this video right here is 200 likes, so if we could hit that, that'd make my day, and I'd appreciate it. I hope you guys do have a good Saturday. Your boy recently had to take a COVID test, but he came up negative, so you know what? That's a great thing. That's a great thing. I mean, I really didn't realistically think I could get it twice within 6 months anyways. It just doesn't really seem like that would make sense to me with most stuff, but I don't really want to get into discussing anything like that. I'm just saying I'm good. Nothing else. I'm good. Okay, so chill out. Don't make assumptions. But that's all I'm gonna say. Check the IGs down below if you want to go check them. They'll be down there in the description. And yeah, you can go give me a follow there. Eventually, one day, I will post on my personal account. But that day, it's not anytime soon because I do not know what the I would even post. But that's all I gotta say. Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna stop repeating myself. Join the Discord down below if you haven't, or else you're taking it now. I'm out. Peace.